Tutorial TV, your one-stop hub for learning everything.
Tutorial TV. Today we dive into the essential Excel functions used daily by professionals. And if you are learning Excel, this is where the magic begins. Remember, in our previous lesson, we began the level 2 of this Excel, of this spreadsheet. That's lesson 9. And we began with formula. We look at the cell references. Today we are going deeper, looking at function. By the way, what is a function? A function is a built-in formula that simplifies complex calculation. For example, if I'm to add all this, the number you see on the screen here, I will start with equal to, as you were told in that class, you begin formula or function with equal sign, as you have in mathematics. Then, I will do the cell reference, I will click on this. The cell reference is C9. Look at it, C here, trace it here, 9. Then I will use plus, I will add it, plus this. I'm using formula, plus this, I click on this, plus again, I click on this, plus again, I click on this, and plus, I click on this finally on the last one. Then I press enter. This formula, C9 plus C10, plus C11 plus C12 plus C13 and plus C14. I click enter. Total here is what? 148. I use formula. But function is a built-in formula. We are not doing one by one like this as I've done it here, one by one. Inbuilt. It's an inbuilt formula that simplifies complex calculation. As we have about this item, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we have about 1,000, 1 million things to add. Are we going to add one by one using formula? That will be too complex. That will be time consuming. But function will make it easier. What do we do in function? What do we do in function? It will just add equal to, let me come here, the total here, equal to, then you bring out the function. Therefore, we have many functions to look at today. We have sum, average, mean, max, and count. Sum, average, mean, max, and count. We'll take them one by one. Let's begin with sum. To begin, you put equal sign. Then the function name, followed by the argument or the range. Let's begin here. Here we added using formula. Now the formula for the built-in function for adding is called sum. S-U-M, S-U-M. As I will type in, you will see it. Let me go back here again. When you begin to type, it will come from the list here. This is here. I can click it. After your sum, you open brackets. Then you type the number you want to add together, preferably range. Where the range? A range is a group of cells. From this here, from this place, this C9, then you put colon. We did this in the past. Colon means true. Then you click the last place. Then you close the bracket. Colon means from this to this. When you put colon between from C9 to C14, this is the range. The range. After doing that, look at it here. Can you see? We've already selected from C9 to C14 has been selected here. When I press enter, what do I have? Then I press enter. What do I have? Can you see? If not, I don't equal this and this. I don't equal, they are. Can you see? We have the same thing, 148, 148. Here we use formula. Here we use what? Function. Built-in formula. Look at this here. When you look here, SUM. You type in the range. Now the next thing we are coming to is average. Average is for calculating the mean. Average here, calculating the mean. How do you do the same thing? Just put equal to, equal sign, then type average. As I type here, as I told you, the list will pop up. You can just click on it here. When you click, it adds open bracket to it. Then type the range. What's the range again? The average of this number from here. Then colon and the last place. Colon, then the last place, you press enter. After you close the bracket, then you press enter. That's all. This is the average of all the numbers here. When you add all these together, we can do that using formula. We can do that using formula. Use by equal to determine that this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus that. Then since you are finding average will be adding all of them together divided by total number. How many do you have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine to put everything in brackets. Opening brackets. At the end, I close my brackets. Before dividing, divided by 6/6. Why did I put it in brackets? The addition. Without putting in brackets, remember division will come before addition. But since I put everything in bracket will be solved first under bed mass or board mass. Everything in bracket will be solved first, added together before dividing. But without brackets, this 6 will divide 6/14 before adding the rest. Enter. Are they not the same? They are the same. Here I use formula, here I use function. The next thing is to determine the minimum and the maximum. The highest, the smallest class, the class with the largest population, and the class with the smallest population. What do you do for minimum, the smallest class? Type equal to, then type mean, minimum, mean. That's it here. Open your brackets. Then the range from here to colon to this, close the brackets, then press enter. This is the smallest class, 16. Let's confirm whether it's true. Here we have 20, we have 16, 32, 33, 30, 17. Of them all, which one is the smallest class? 16. That's correct. Now let's determine the largest class. Equal to again. And here you use a max. Max, M-A-X. That's it here. Then the range from here to this place. Close the brackets. Enter. You are going to go to the largest class. Is it true? 33 is the largest class here. 33. Can you see? When you look at all these numbers. And the last thing for today is count. How many classes do we have here to use function? You can count manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But let's use function. Just click here. Equal to. Then use the word before count. COUNT. You can see it here. Then the range from here to here. And what do you have? Close the brackets. Press enter. What do you have? 6. You may have a large table. You can count what is there. Let me count a table here. One of the tables we used in the past here. This big table. How many things within? I don't have to count. I can come here. Equal to count from here to the last item. I close the brackets. What do you have there? 400. Instead of counting manually, 1, 2, 3, counting 1, 2, 3 manually, 400. That's the power function. It makes your work faster compared with using formula. The inbuilt, with each other of you counting manually, the whole table will be counted to be what? 400 items. Back to our table here. This is what we've done today. This is what we've achieved today. And I believe you've learned something. If you find this pleasurable, you enjoy what you've learned today, and if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like the video, comment, and share our channels with others. Thank you for being with us today. Lay your hands on practical work. Practice this at home. Look for data, create data, pseudo data, and practice this until you become perfect. Thank you. Until we meet again in the next class. Bye.